one time. If you put us in, then it's crunch time. We eat the cob like it's lunchtime. If we talking sports, we ain't nothing nice. All we really need is one time. If you put us in, then it's crunch time. We eat the cob like it's lunchtime. If you talking sports, we ain't nothing nice. We just call it how we see it. We don't beat around the bush. It's a first down or a rebound. I dish it out for the assist. We just call it how we see it. We don't beat around the bush. It's a first down or a rebound. I dish it out for the assist.
Ready? What's going on? It's your boy D-Wall. I've got Lamar Jackson, Eddie and JJ, and also I got Mr. Jello in the background. What's poppin', fellas? How y'all feeling?
I'm doing
How y'all feeling?
I'm doing good, man. How y'all doing?
Good.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back with everybody. You know what I'm saying? My brethrens. I'm glad y'all back. I'm glad we back. You know, one unit. You know.
Yeah, we back, man. We back like two flats on the Cadillac. And look at that. We got a special guest on the screen with us today. We got Mr. Jello himself. I don't know who was winning this race between Mr. Jello. That's
hide your daughters, hide your wives.
The wives, yeah. Woo, we got Jello and Desean Watson all in one. This is what he would look like, y'all, if he was playing in the NFL, right? This is the new Bill Cosby, Desean Watson. Only difference is Desean ain't been found guilty yet.
Only thing you gotta hide is your fingers, because that's all he wants.
Yeah, that is true.
You want them goddamn spirit fingers?
Yeah, spirit fingers, bro. Oh man, but enough talking about Desean Watson and all his anal problems, man, because he got a bunch of them. So today, fellas, man, we got some good conversation going on with us, man. So today we're gonna kick it off with the good old NFL, man. We're gonna talk about the top quarterbacks in the AFC North and the NFC North. So I kind of want to get y'all take on who y'all feel like going to be the shining stars this season in those two divisions. And then next week we'll follow by with the East. And then next we're going to discuss fantasy football, which was a fan request. They want us to get into a little fantasy football talk. So again, like I was saying before we started, I know it's kind of, I don't want to say too much on it, being that we playing with each other, right? But we can at least give one position, talk about a couple positions, not an entire roster, but I just want to know the best QB to draft, the best running back, the best receiver, best tight end. You want to throw kick and defense in there? That's perfectly fine.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, I seen top 10, so I went down the whole 10.
Yeah, I don't want to get too lit into it because Eddie D may beat me this year. See, and JJ, because every time we play, I always seem to be in these brothers' divisions, and I ain't been doing too hot, so I don't want to get too far into discussion because my ass want to win this year.
I'm not prepared at all, so don't worry about my ass.
Hey, I mean, shit. I've been at work, but like I said, I came up with a whole 10. I think my 10 is probably. I don't think nobody's gonna have a 10 like the same 10 I got.
All right, but that's cool because you know what that means. I'm not gonna take all the notes in the world, but I am gonna pay attention to what you're talking about, so that way I know to play some defense along the way when we start our draft. So, fellas, let's go ahead and kick it. It's showtime. It's time to get it. First topic. Want to know which quarterbacks are the best in their division. And today we're going to start off with the NFC South and the AFC South. So whichever division y'all want to start with, just go ahead and get it. And I'm going to say, Amari J, let's kick this shit off with you, my man. How you feel about these quarterbacks?
So we said we can do it however we want. AFC South, AFC North, how we want to do it.
Yeah, whichever one you want to start. Whichever one you want to start with first.
I'm gonna start off with the North. It's real simple. I mean, honestly, both sides are real simple, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't think anybody can have anything different, unless they're being biased of their team or so forth, whatever the case be. So I'll start off with the NFC North, and I'm gonna start off with the number. I go from worst to best. So I'll start off.
I like that.
So I'll start off with number 4, the Chicago Bears quarterback, Fields. I know a lot of people are really high on him. A lot of people have him having a really big season. People probably would say I'm crazy taking him, last before, over, and putting Goff in front of him. And I do think he's gonna have a better season, but there's things that come with that, right? Like, organization, coaching, play calling. Bears just kind of remind me of one of them organizations, kind of like the Sacramento Kings of the NBA. Just like they just can't seem to get it together and put the right pieces together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just really how I feel about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Fields can be a good quarterback. I think that he has the intangibles to be a good quarterback.
You definitely need the athleticism and to be able to scramble the pocket and extend the play in this day and age in the game. But I just don't trust the organization.
Right.
That's my number one thing with that. I got Jared Goff at 3. And another reason why I have Goff over him is because, like, is Goff the best in the world? No, but Goff has been to a championship. You know what I'm saying? Goff has had decent seasons. Now, was he put in the right predicament? Yes, he was, blessed and lucky to be with that Rams team with the Todd Gurley and a great running game and these great weapons around him and all that. But, he still did what he had to do to get to the championship, So in a sense, I'm not saying he's proven, but he's gotten to that point. We've seen bad quarterbacks not make it to the championship. We've seen great quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, not make it to the championship. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I have Jared Goff over Fields. Number 2, obviously, is Kirk Cousins. And that's just because obviously it's only going to be him or Aaron Rodgers. And, the numbers wise, Kirk Cousins is right there with him. You know what I mean? If Kirk Cousins had a championship or was to get further in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, it would be a different discussion for me. And when I say that, Aaron Rodgers last season threw for 4,115 yards, 37 touchdowns, 4 interceptions with a passer rating of 111. Kirk Cousins was right there, actually had more passing yards with 4,221, only down 4 touchdowns under him with 33 and 7 interceptions with a 103.1 QBR rating. So, Kirk Cousins is right there with him. You know what I mean? It's really a matter of the championship. And even that, I mean, the MVPs, you know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like Kirk Cousins doesn't get the respect that he deserves, because the man he's getting better every season. He's having great seasons. It's just that, obviously winning matters. And that's why Kirk Cousins is going to continue to be under Aaron Rodgers. But I do think that Kirk Cousins wins the NFC North this year, though, for sure. So that's my NFC.
You threw some good points on that one, man. I didn't realize his numbers were so close to Aaron Rodgers like that.
Yeah. So I'll go over
that's close.
I'll go over to the AFC. Like I said, again, really easy. Start from 4 and go down. Obviously, bro, I'm not going to even read no numbers off of this guy or nothing like that. It's Trubisky. The guy didn't even play last season. He was a backup. Again, where did he get drafted to? Chicago Bears. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel bad he went there. He's like the next coming of Tebow in my eyes, to be honest with you. I don't look for a whole lot from him with Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh for him because of the coaching staff that they have there in the organization, and with the weapons that he has around him. So I like it. I think they'll have a better season. But then obviously, too, you know how this thing goes when they draft a high drafted quarterback, a guy that played in Pittsburgh and he's the hometown favorite already. And basically fans are just looking for Trubisky to make any mistake, So, I mean, right now, I really – he's really not even in the discussion with these other 3 guys. You know what I'm saying? I just have to say his name because he is the starting quarterback as of now. Number 3 is Lamar Jackson. I'm not going to put him over Burrow or Desean Watson because he's not a traditional quarterback. And I've told y'all many, many times, I'm a traditional quarterback guy. And, I had some numbers to throw out on this, right? So I couldn't even get his numbers from last year because he didn't play a full season. So I went back to his 2020 season, right? When basically it was like an MVP season for him. Yeah. Mind you, this was like a MVP season that they were talking about for him. He threw for 2,757 yards, 26 touchdowns with 9 interceptions. Okay. With 380 pass attempts. I'll get into those pass attempts later. I'll break that down later. He's my number 3 because he's just, he's Lamar Jackson. He's not going to be over Burrow and Deshaun Watson. Number 2, I got Burrow. We know, you know what I'm saying? If Deshaun Watson had not been in that division, Burrow would have been the number 1 quarterback in that division. But obviously you have Deshaun Watson coming. Deshaun Watson has proven, even when he's been on a bad team, the guy still puts up numbers. I'm really just looking for him to really elevate his game now, to be honest with you. But that organization, with Kevin Stefanski, all the weapons he has, the defense that he has, I mean, now it's make or break for Deshaun Watson, honestly. If he doesn't win a championship, he's going to be one of the most talked about quarterbacks in the history of NFL. That's just what it is, Yeah. Back to something why I said I'm going to finish off with the AFC North is because I'm calling out Lamar Jackson. I know a lot of people just, they
this is fair.
They they love him, and I understand as far as an athlete, the Michael Vicks and stuff like that we've seen come in the league, and guys that you just don't see much of that, right? People just rave about this man, and just every season just rave about him, and I understand that he's a beast as far as an athlete, but let's talk about the man as what his position is. Now, this is where I said I'm gonna come back to these pass attempts, and just catch me on this. I'm gonna go through the AFC North all the way down to the AFC North. Aaron Rodgers pass attempts, 531 pass attempts. Kirk Cousins, 561 pass attempts. Jared Goff, and he didn't even play the full season, 494 pass attempts. Fields, 270 pass attempts, and we know he was going back and forth sharing starts and stuff with with the other quarterbacks, so he didn't even have a full season, but he had 270 pass attempts. Watson, obviously, he didn't play, so I had to go back to his 22 season, 544 pass attempts. So right now, if you just kind of see what I'm saying, right now so far, everybody's in like the mid 500s right now, every single quarterback. Burrow, 520 pass attempts. Lamar Jackson, 380 pass attempts. Every quarterback that I just named were in the mid 500s. Even, as I said, Fields, as we know, didn't even get to play half the season as a starter.
He was halfway there.
70. He was only 100 pass attempts under Lamar Jackson on his MVP such of a season, right? And so what this all comes down to for me is that I'm calling him out because I'm tired of everybody raving about this man. Because again, if you want to talk about the man as a athlete, a special teams player, or some shit like that, cool, give it to him. But as a quarterback, everybody gets mad and gets like kind of like flustered, like, oh man, receivers are dumb. They didn't want to come over here and play with him. Why would anybody want to come play with a man that has 380 pass attempts for the whole season? You got to get that shit.
Is it just me, or is he
fading out?
Yeah, and you're fading the black, my man. You're fading the black, bro.
Yeah, I was checking my headphones too. I was like, man, is my headphones too?
Yeah.
Amar, can you hear us?
You're fading out. Yeah, I think his mic faded to black on us. Yeah, guess he faded to black on us right now. I don't know. See that's talking about Lamar Jackson like that. Talked about Lamar Jackson so
somebody listening, huh?
Somebody listening, bro. Somebody listening. I'll pull the plug on you, bro.
Nah, we don't like that shit.
We don't like that. You asking that man to be a quarterback. Now they mad at you, bro. The football guys mad at you, bro. They
we still can't
asking that motherfucker to be a quarterback.
Yeah, asking that motherfucker to be a quarterback. That nigga boy, they got his mic.
Somebody ain't like that shit. They're like,
they ain't like that.
Fuck that.
Pull this plug. Hey, I might have to redo my whole thing and put that motherfucker first.
Lamar Jackson. That's number one. Don't cancel me.
Yeah, don't cancel me. Don't count me out yet. I ain't got 22 cases.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, we still can't. Yeah, we're gonna
whatever, because it slowly got worse. It didn't just cut out. It was. I had to turn up my head. I'm like, maybe my shit fucking up. I'm like, I started checking out my shit. I'm like, goddamn.
Yeah. Well, see, at this point, man, we're gonna keep it rolling, man, because he done talked about Lamar. So, JJ, you want to hop in there next, man? I'm scared, bro. Just don't talk about Desean Watson now. I'm telling you. Don't talk about Deshaun. Don't talk about Lamar.
Lamar's ass.
yeah. Don't talk about Lamar. You already got Deshaun back there looking like Bill Cosby and shit. J-E-L-L-O.
Yeah, he gonna be leaving soon. He probably gotta be looking for some of them sticky fingers. So yeah, we're gonna let him go as soon as we're done talking with football.
Yeah, as soon as we're done talking with football, yeah, let his ass disappear.
But man, I'm gonna start with the Nfc North too, and mine's are a little interchangeable. Obviously, we're all gonna be a little different.
A little different, yeah.
But I mean, based on how we think the season's gonna go, I mean, I had Jared Goff number 4, because I mean, Yeah, I know.
Yo. Now y'all can hear me?
Okay,
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. This goddamn cancel culture, bro, trying to get me out of here, bro.
Bro, that's that Lamar Jackson talk. Fool. They had me scared as hell. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, he going number one on my list.
What was the last thing y'all heard before it cut out?
I don't know, but it sound kind of like it's getting low again.
Really?
It's going down again.
Yeah. Oh, bro, you know what?
Yeah.
You're gone, bro. You're gone. You gone. I don't know what it is, bro. But you talked about Lamar, bro. You talked about Lamar, and they got you.
What were you saying, JJ? You started with.
What were you saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I started at number 4 with Jared Goff because, I mean, yeah, their team might improve, but I mean, you're expecting Justin Fields to go from year 1 to year 2 and actually improve. So, I mean, we already know what Jared Goff has done and where he got with a Super Bowl team that won with, I mean, Stafford, you know what I mean? So you go to this team, I'm not really expecting much out of Jared Goff. Justin Fields is supposed to go up there and improve. So I think he's going to have a better year. So that's why I have him number 3. And just like Amori said, I mean, Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers are just interchangeable here too. But I think I would have to give the edge to Kirk Cousins at number 1.
Wow, that's a power statement right there, man. Blow the horn on that one. That's a power statement. Keep going.
It's just Aaron Rodgers don't have nobody to throw to, man. You just traded away Devontae Adams, and it seems like when Devontae Adams wasn't in that game, like they were just lost. Like they just didn't know what the hell they were doing. So,
or was he on the psychedelic drugs like he said he'd be taking?
Yeah, I mean, he's over there showing up to fucking
psychedelics.
Yeah,
he was seeing shit on the field.
He was seeing motherfuckers wasn't even there. It was just. I'm sorry, JJ. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, JJ, because you brought it up though. But it's a good point though.
It is a good point. It's a very good point.
Because he was lost. Think about it. JJ right. Whenever he didn't have 17, he did look like a deer in headlights.
Yeah. So, I mean, Aaron Rodgers. I think he's gonna. I mean, unless they're playing some type of magic shit right now, in fucking camp, and he's getting some mojo going with some of his players or something, I just don't see how they're gonna, be number 1 in this division. I mean, I think they're gonna be messing around with 500. They're just gonna be trying to stay alive. Because I mean, they just didn't have it whenever Devontae Adams was in there. So he's not there anymore. I don't know who they drafted. It didn't look like they drafted anybody that meaningful at wide receiver. But even if they did, I mean, you really can't expect something out of the number 1 round draft pick to come in and just be Devontae Adams. So I just don't see it. So Aaron Rodgers would be number 2. Kirk Cousins would be number 1. And, I mean, Kirk Cousins has a team. Justin Jefferson has been playing his ass off. Obviously, they got Thielen. So they got weapons. Dalvin Cook played pretty good. So I don't see how they're gonna let go of this spot. I mean, Minnesota should have this year. Aaron Rodgers, I mean, I think this is gonna be the telling year. Shit's gonna go downhill from now. And
some psychedelics.
But that's my NFC North right there. And
we can hear you, big dog.
I hope, man. I don't know what's going on, bro, but yeah.
Don't talk about Lamar Jackson.
Fuck Lamar Jackson.
See, okay, your shit gonna start fading. Your shit start fading. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Hopefully it don't. My only thing I was saying, my last thing I was saying though is I'm calling him out, and the team is only gonna go as far as he can throw, and that's why they're not going too far right now, and that's
Oh, I like that. They only gonna go as far as he throw, bro. That's deep. But that's a good call out though. Very, very much so. That's a very good call out. He needs it though. I do agree with you. 300 passing yards.
I want him to succeed. That's the thing. I really want him to succeed as much as everybody talks and raves about him. So
yeah. Well, be careful, man, because I think it might go in low. See, I told you talk about that.
Now it's sounding fuzzy.
Yeah, I don't know what's up, bro.
We're gonna switch it over to JJ, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, switch it over to JJ. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move on to the AFC North, except I'm not gonna bash Lamar Jackson. I don't want my mic going down, so
no shit.
Yeah. I ain't talking about it either, bro. Keep going.
But man, this is gonna look just basically like Amori, because I mean I got Mitchell Trubisky at number 4, because they're obviously not gonna start Kenny Pickett. I mean, he's just coming in. You can't throw that dude out there like that. Yeah. So Mitchell Trubisky will be out there. I mean, this is a tough division from the get-go, so I just don't see how they're gonna, work some magic or anything. Hell, but then number 3, obviously Lamar Jackson. Everybody's expecting a lot of things from him, but it's just like the points that have already been brought up. It's just him working out. I mean, yeah, you're building up your body, but you need to be working your brain up here.
Yeah.
And getting those plays worked, and not physically trying to make every play work. I mean,
that's deep.
So yeah, Lamar Jackson, I mean, if he gets it straight and he starts working that playbook, I think they'll be good. But I just don't think they're going to be good enough to beat either the Browns or the Cincinnati Bengals, because I mean, those two teams are like Amor mentioned earlier, they're stacked. I mean, the Browns, they have a great offense, great defense, and Cincinnati Bengals are right there. And to the same points, I mean, I kind of hate to sound like the same thing, but I would have to give the edge to another quarterback. But at the same time, I have him at number 2 because he's already going to miss 6 games, and it depends on what they do with this appeal.
Yeah, he's going to miss a minimum of 6. Exactly. Yeah. That's my point. Keep going, JJ.
So
it may get worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Desean Watson is number 2 for me just because of that aspect. If he wasn't missing any games, or even if he comes in at number 6, at 6 games suspended, I mean, I still think they could come in and easily get number 2, and eventually, if they play the Cincinnati Bengals, I mean, I think they'll end up taking them out in the playoffs.
Yeah, you got to also remember too, Burrow is out right now with a little bit of a little injury right now too, so he's not practicing right now either. I'm not saying it's going to be like 6 games or whatever, but I'm just saying he's out. Yeah. So, that chemistry work right now with his receivers and everything, I'm just throwing that out there too.
That's true.
Yeah. But I mean, for that reason, I have to keep Joe Burrow at number 1 because
I ain't mad at it. It's my dog.
I mean, he was up there. I mean, he was 1 game short of being in the Super Bowl. I mean, well, yeah, he was
short.
Yeah,
he was one. Yeah, he was 1 pass short. He was 1 pass short.
One pass of not winning it. Yeah. We knew what you was trying to say.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant.
We got you. Yeah, we know what you meant. Yeah.
Yeah, but
the audience knew what you meant too. Yeah, it was 1 pass away.
I mean, Joe Burrow's got to be number 1. But yeah, if Desean Watson comes in and he's got some good, mojo going on with the team, the wide receivers and everything, man, I don't think they're gonna miss a beat whenever he comes in. They're just gonna take over that division. And I mean, if that happens, then obviously Desean Watson will be number 1. But yeah, Joe Burrow is gonna be my number 1 from week 1 on until Desean Watson comes in.
Yeah.
He just need to stay away from them fingers. JEOO.
Yeah.
He got that mean look on him right there. He just mean mugging me.
Look at him, bro, man. Yeah, he looked like he ready. Boy, look, he ready to have 22 in one man. Boy, that boy's on the proud boy. That boy, that boy on some Bill Cosby, R. Kelly shit.
I have
Bill
no
Cosby,
comment
R.
on
Kelly.
this.
All right, Eddie, then let me get you up into this bad boy, man. Tell me how you feel, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. Be gentle on Lamar.
I'll be gentle. I'm be gentle about the shit we talk about, but I'm getting to something. So check this out. I'm gonna run through this shit because I like the way we did this shit. Y'all made all the good points. I'm gonna run through this shit, but we're gonna talk about some other shit in a minute. Or we're gonna talk about something when we get there. So all right.
Okay.
Way I got it between everybody didn't kind of touch on the whole. Let's go with NFC North, right? Everybody didn't touch on the whole thing about Fields and Goff. All right. Me personally, they kind of interchangeable. I hope to see some improvement out of Fields. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Hell, even I look at this shit. Even fantasy pros got this motherfucker going 100% over Goff's ass. I'm like, okay. I'm looking to see what the fuck weapons. I'm like, well, what have they done during the fucking? But I'm just not impressed. So it is what it is. Y'all made good fucking points about the whole Aaron Rodgers thing and fucking Kirk Cousins. So I agree.
Yes.
Like they without Devontae, it's like, man, what this motherfucker really got, right? It's like they clutching their straws. So, and especially when you got Minnesota, to me, who loaded like a motherfucker. So it's like, man, it's kind of, unless even to me, I'm not gonna say that Cousins is serviceable because I really believe he's better than, like he.
Yeah.
I don't want to make like he's some super duper top tier motherfucker, but he ain't. But he's
better. But he's better than serviceable for sure.
Yeah, he's better than serviceable.
He has a very deep,
good
like
upside,
scary deep ball. Like
so with that being said, that plus the fucking weapons, it's like, to me, I'm not gonna say it's a no brainer, but it pound for pound, it shouldn't be too much competition as far as with him with Green Bay. So between Minnesota and Green Bay. So unless he get hurt or just have a terrible fucking, and I wouldn't expect that with a motherfucker. Amar, how long this motherfucker been in the league now? Like fucking 10 years? I mean, eight at least. Something. Yeah, he been in for long enough where he should just have a bullshit year for no reason unless he get hurt or something crazy. So
exactly.
With the weapons he got and the receivers he got with Jefferson and things, I mean, and cut out. So they good. Unless Rodgers put a rabbit out his ass and he show us some shit, some Tom Brady shit like in New England where he just makes a receiver out of motherfuckers, then I'll be like, wow, that motherfucker's the real deal. Other than that, I'm just not gonna be. It gotta be Cousins over Rodgers. So that's an easy one. That's a toss up. So let's go to AFC fucking North, right? So,
yes.
Check this out. Like I like what JJ said earlier about fucking Pickett. I like how Amar, he broke down all the numbers and shit. So I can run through this and we're gonna get to what the fuck I want to talk about. Basically, it ain't like they about to do nothing with him unless Pickett can come out to be to this year to become a Cousins, is what I'm saying. Because if he could, and it's not gonna happen. But if he could, then he would be what Minnesota got. Because me personally, I believe that the Steelers got weapons in receivers and shit. They got it, but they just ain't got the quarterback.
And they got they got everything. They got the running back.
They got it. They got it. So, but what's crazy is that's kind of what to me, and I don't get ahead of myself, but that's kind of to me what the Browns got, considering what we're looking at. But that's where I'm going with this. So let me slow down. So off the bat, I would say Trubisky. We all know what the fuck Lamar Jackson. Or I ain't gonna say we know what he is, but we see where this is going. Is what I'm saying with Lamar Jackson. At this point, it's kind of like if it walk like a duck and quack like a duck. I mean, what the fuck you want to call it? Yeah. So
Aflac.
Yeah, and to me, I don't see in Baltimore what we're seeing in Cleveland. I don't see what they are building the type of team. I don't know if it's their scheme or what, or they just aren't focused.
Their defense should. I'm saying their defense should be back right. They should be back right,
which they normally focus on. So hopefully they'll like you said, you're probably right. I hope they do, because I like to see. I love it when they're competitive. I rather it's better to watch.
It's good for football.
When Pittsburgh is normally competitive, they don't really lose. Let's be honest. We're just going by the numbers. And when Baltimore is doing what they need to. It's more exciting. The fact that you have teams like Cincinnati and what the Browns have built that are emerging. I always said that to me, that ought to be the best division this year. Like, so I gotta get ahead of myself. I put Jackson. I'm working down like y'all have. I put him at number 3. Easily. And this is where I want to talk about. I cut out the short work, and I just tell you, I put Burrow at number 1. To me, that's what they are on the. They got the team. That's the team. So I'm gonna go back to number 2. So this is what I want to talk about. So let's look at number 2, right? Like I was saying when JJ was talking, we're talking about 6. I want to talk about real quick why we're talking about 6 and why we really don't know. What do y'all think about? And I don't want to switch up the mood goalposts.
No, that's
what
good.
do y'all
That's good.
think about the fact that the NFL is coming for this motherfucking Watson's ass? Okay, let me set up the question. I don't want to, and we run through this after this. Let me tailor the question. So we all watching this shit, right? And it's like, oh yeah, they got old girl Sue, whatever the fuck her name is, the goddamn judge or whatever. She gives Watson. These motherfuckers lost their mind. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, bitch. You weren't supposed to give him 6 games. They like, this is bullshit. I have never seen the league or somebody. I've never seen them appeal to fucking. No, they did. They like. I've seen players and agents do it. No, this shit working backwards because normally whatever come down from above will come down from the heavens. They live with it. Whether it's from Goodell,
usually it's the NFLPA that's the ones trying to appeal.
Exactly. Whether it's from Goodell and like he just said, whether it's the fucking the players association, like the union and shit, they're appealing the fucking shit to get less games cut off. These motherfuckers, it's like they knew. They were like, man, this is bullshit. They were basically, it's very telling, is what I'm saying. It's like I've never seen them, like, I wouldn't even call it persecute. It's like they prosecute. I've never seen them come for a motherfucker like this. Like they gonna give him a year. They gonna make that happen. And it's not the fact that they're doing it. I'm pretty sure they've always worked behind the scenes to kind of make these things happen. But it's the fact that they're doing it in front of us. Like they not even trying to hide this shit no more. It's like, no, we want more games for this motherfucker. So yeah, I know I told you that you can decide, but no, you didn't do right. We gonna find a way to get this shit the way we want it to be. And I just the fact that it's so obvious, it blows my mind. I'm like, wow. How would you feel as a player to be singled out like that? Like, because I don't know about y'all, but I've never really, I'm not saying it's never happened.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's never happened, but I've never seen it like this, where it's like, that ain't, what was it, the Ray Rice shit and all that shit? Where like, I think a lot of people, when people are like, oh, that's not enough. But even then, did they do that then? That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to really get an idea of, have we seen this before?
Zeke was the last time that they did this. I think Zeke had a appeal, and they didn't like what happened with Zeke, and then they appealed that. But this is what me and Amari said on.
I was going.
Come on. I really want to talk about this.
And I'm not going to move the goalpost on it. And I'm going to say this: the NFL is smart about what they're doing, right? Because check this out: controversy sells, whether we like it or not. So whether we like this dude or whether we hate this dude, guess what we're going to be doing? We're going to be buying tickets. So this allows him to play. So that 6-game suspension is out the window right now up until they can come up with something. And we all know they're not coming up with something within 6 games. This is going to be a battle. This is going to be a long-winded battle that's going to allow this brother to play. Hell, he probably may end up playing the majority of the season like Zeke did before Zeke got his suspension.
Yeah, and
so
I had brought that up.
Getting their money.
They can low-key be doing this shit on purpose, in a sense. Because as I was saying, they kind of get both the best. They kind of get the best of both worlds, because now they get to save grace and say, "Oh, look at us. We're doing the right thing. We're appealing him. We're fighting for the year." But
dollars and cents.
But deep down, I feel like they have a bigger. Like, I feel like they're really pushing it, like, to where, okay, we can do this. We look good, but we also know that the Players Association already said they're going to sue back and go to trial, which now when they're in trial, he's no longer suspended. He can play until the trial is until they figure it out. And so now the NFL is getting bread off of people coming to boo him or cheer him or whatever. Like he was saying, controversy sells. Yes. And that's what we talked about the last episode. Me personally, I think that's what's going on, because I don't give the NFL no fucking credit for doing anything fucking humanitarian or nice or for the people or for what they look like.
That's what makes it such bullshit. It's like, what the
fuck? That's what makes it such bullshit. It is. Yeah.
I feel like that's what I personally feel like is going on.
Everything
that they did this.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt you.
No. Go. I've said it already. Go ahead.
Well, everything we ever see everything. It's always pandering. Them motherfuckers don't give a fuck about shit, dog. They don't. I think if they had, I really believe, man, if they had a motherfucker, it could be like Mahomes. And if that motherfucker kills somebody, I think they would still find a way to get him on the field and make that money. That's just me. So, but it's they don't mind pandering to like special interest groups or anything that will bring them where it looks like it's like what y'all saying. Like we're doing everything we can do. Oh, don't believe we're not. Oh, don't look at the man behind the curtain. It's like it's all bullshit, and they know it's bullshit. Yeah, it's a wizard of all. It's like it's smoke and mirrors. It's like y'all don't give a fuck like that, bro. But they will always present like they do. But it's like to what extent? I mean, and so why at this point? Why, I'm asking. Why do y'all think that they are doing the appeal then?
For the exact reason of what I'm saying.
Like for who is what I'm saying? Like,
what do you mean?
For women.
Like what I mean? Yes, that's what I'm getting at. Like why?
I mean,
trying to placate.
They're just trying to that's like what I was just saying. Like I feel like they're only doing it so that because if they don't do it, then they're gonna be called feminist or they don't care about women or you support a rapist, you support like they're doing it so they don't get that backlash.
So y'all think that the initial judgment isn't that people would feel that it's not enough in the court of public opinion.
I think
the NFL thinks that people don't think that would be enough. Like they got to take it further. I'm really asking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
So to save face, and they're like, okay,
and it's not.
It is show you that we don't like it. Notice it didn't take them long to go ahead and appeal it. But that was less than 24 hours, and they were already have reports out saying
when I was hearing about when I was hearing about what the judgment, I was hearing about the appeal already. I was like, God damn. Yeah. Like I heard all at the same time. I was like, oh, God damn shit.
That's what I feel exactly what it is. And it's not just what they think. That's what like everybody would have given the NFL shit. Like not all of us, because I still stand on my side of it that hey, look, man, if you had 27, 28 women and you still couldn't have been found guilty, then it's like for me, I just have a hard time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying that he's not guilty.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a whole theory about that too. We got to talk about this shit, dog.
But
I got a whole theory about that
but
shit.
No, we gotta move on. But yeah, that's I'm saying we're gonna get into it though. But I'm saying that's what I do. Yeah, Eddie, to answer your question, I do feel like they're just doing it to save grace, to save face, so the world don't look at them with any more disgust than they already do already.
Mm-hmm. So what was that question you wanted to ask, Eddie? Because I feel like that's going to be a good one, though.
Oh,
everybody got their theories, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to hear about the well, first of all, I don't want to knock out JJ. JJ, what you think about that? You got something?
I was just looking at it like they're running like this investigation through the NFL, like they're trying to be their own entity, like a police department.
Mm-hmm.
The police department, they already did their investigation. They didn't really find shit. I mean, y'all saw he wasn't found guilty. They didn't find no proof about any wrongdoing. So all that's going on is the civil suits. They got 4 left, and he's trying to settle that, and that's it. So what the NFL is trying to do is just like, okay, look, we don't have any proof, but we know something happened, so we're just going to throw 6 games at them. And that's it. Yeah, I mean, the NFL is just trying to throw something out there to just kind of like what I said earlier, just trying to make a point like, okay, something went down, so we can't prove it. We don't have any proof, so there's 6 games, bam. Let's just get it out the way. But it's just like I said, that's why they're coming and appealing the shit, because they think he should have more, but it's just like, how you going to give more for something you can't prove out there? Like, there's no proof.
Yeah.
We got...
See, I'm with you, JJ. I'm with you on that. I like that. I'm with you on that, and this is what I say too. But if you're going to punish, if you're going to punish him the way that you're punishing him, then the Texans organization should be punished too. Because I mean, you can't punish one without punish the other, right? Because they're both guilty in some form or fashion.
Look here,
and that's why that's why I feel like they need to back off, because at some point you have to hold that organization accountable, or the people in that organization.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Come on.
Because they know about 28, 29, 30. I don't give a damn how many it is, man. Bill Cosby did what Bill Cosby did, and they knew about Bill Cosby doing what Bill Cosby was doing, and yet they didn't didn't say anything up until he demanded to get out of there. So therefore, to me, they just as guilty. So if you're going to hold him to that regard, then you need to look at your owners, Roger Goodell, you need to look at your owners and hold them accountable. Because at this particular point, they know what happened. And yet y'all not hounding their ass, they just as guilty.
Not only do I feel they know what happened, but I feel they may even be behind. But look here.
Yeah,
I had to think about it. I had to think about it when Amari said what he said. I don't want to, because I know he's strapped for time, so I don't want to make this, but I do have a very good theory on this. But let's stick to topics and we'll see what's up. But yeah, this is something I've been thinking about the last.
Hold it and write it down, and we go like I said.
I don't have to write shit down. I got you. I put a pin in it. We'll hold it, but I'm saying like I don't want to deviate because I know he's trying to get it in today, so I don't want to fuck him up. But we'll come back to that.
I don't want to fuck him up either, man.
I don't want to fuck him up.
I'm not gonna move the goalposts on any of these, man. I'm gonna keep it very, very simple on my picks, man. I'm just giving you my number one, and at the end of the day, it's Kirk Cousins for me over Aaron Rodgers, and it's not the fact that I don't like Aaron Rodgers. It's the mere fact that Aaron Rodgers is on his psychedelics, man. And last time I checked, psychedelics cost 17 to walk out the door. His inconsistency with his wording had cost 17 to walk out the door. To me, he don't have anything to throw to. I would be surprised if he has another MVP type season without 17. The playoffs showed us if 17 is covered, he doesn't know where to go. So to me, he's already eliminated. And Kirk Cousins finally has somebody that's offensive minded. If he put up those numbers with a running team first, just imagine what he can put up with an offensive minded coach. No argument out of that. I'm not by any means, fans. I don't want y'all to get pissed off and think that I'm saying that Kirk Cousins is better than Aaron Rodgers. I just think that he's gonna have a better season than Aaron Rodgers. You don't have to be able to throw trick passes to be good, man. You can just play your game the way you need to play. And Kirk Cousins is good at playing the game. He's not a superstar, but he ain't serviceable. This dude, it's
like what they call in the NBA. You know, he's not a superstar, but he's a star.
He's a star. He's a star, and this star's about to get his shine on, man, because he finally got somebody that's offensive minded, man, while still having a defense. So, man, more props to the brother. I do appreciate it. And then I'm gonna go to and I hate to do this in the AFC North, man. I'm not gonna talk about Lamar Jackson, but I'm gonna talk about Lamar Jackson, and I'm gonna just simply say this: I agree with every point that y'all said about Lamar. Don't cut my mic off, but Lamar
I'm still trying to get
has to learn how. Yeah, Lamar has to learn how to pass first, man. Look, Lamar needs to be in there like Kyler Murray needs to be in the film room, right? He needs to be on the study ground. He needs to be hitting it hard. He needs to make sure that he learns how to be a quarterback, not a hybrid. You know what I mean? He needs to learn how to be a quarterback. Even Michael Vick was a damn quarterback. Like we really need to get. He needs to learn how to be a quarterback. Until then, to me, he could possibly be dead damn last in this division. If you ask me personally, throwing half the yards of everybody else, to me that damn near puts him below Mitchell Trubisky. But I don't want to be that disrespectful.
Yeah, but it's only because of his legs it makes up for his not throwing passes.
Yeah,
but it's like
exactly.
But you know that's cool and everything, but
yeah, that is cool. But then I'm going to say this, man, and God. I'm not all the way sold on Joe Burrow, but I gotta give the man his due. I know a blind squirrel can find a nut, right? I mean, there's quarterbacks who shouldn't even win Super Bowls, right? Blind squirrels can find a nut. So I'm gonna say this: I'm giving him this spot only because I don't think that Lamar Jackson is ready to be that dude when it comes to being a quarterback, and I'm not sure how long we're gonna be before Mr. Jello man over there gets pulled. You know what I'm saying? So I have to give Burrow the number one spot. And to me, this is by default.
If we were doing it based off of like, you know, if and all that, if he's going to play and all that, then it would have been Burrow for me too. I was just going off of what each quarterback is.
Honestly, that's to me the best quarterback in the division by far would be Desean Watson, and it's not even a contest. I'm gonna just tell you, there's one, and then there's two. But I'm talking about there's a gap difference between the two. And I don't care that he went to the Super Bowl, bro. I've watched Desean play with a bunch of scrubs, something that Aaron Rodgers don't know how to do, right? He played with a bunch of scrub-ass receivers and put up numbers like that. So, again, Desean Watson is the best quarterback in the division.
Look, I know we none of us really care for Aaron Rodgers, but I can say, bro, I watched plenty of his games. And even when he didn't have Devontae Adams a couple games, I'm not gonna lie, he finds ways to still put up numbers and still win. I'm just saying. I'm not
last game, bro.
I get it. We're talking about the playoff, but he had Devontae Adams that game. You feel me? Yeah. I've also seen some games where he didn't have Devontae Adams and he can spread that ball around still. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, I get him, man. His due. But if he on them psychedelics, bro, like he was in the playoff game, then I don't see who he hitting, bro. Because he was hitting some, but it wasn't receivers. That's for damn sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Rogers. All right, fellas. So look, next topic, man, we're gonna talk about, man, which is my favorite. Again, because I get to pick you guys' brain on who y'all gonna draft. I want to know, y'all. I
want to go first.
Man.
Let me go first.
So Eddie. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and start off, man.
It still goes off of picks though. You gotta have. You don't know still because it goes off of your pick
you don't
too,
know.
So.
Yeah, you don't know. But quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end, and if you want to do kick and defense, man, let me know, man, for the fans.
So
okay.
All right. So this is who people should draft, right? This is what I got, right? A quarterback. The number one player I'm going to get is Mitchell Trubisky. And running back, the number one player I'm going to get is Rashad Penny. Now, listen, this is the people y'all might want to get. Wide receiver, Darnell Mooney, he plays for Chicago. You may not know, but he's going to blow up this year, so get him. Tight end, Dan Arnold. You may not know him. These are the players you should get. I'm going to draft these people. Please don't take my players. Please, don't fuck me like that. No, they're hot. They flying off the shelf. So don't fuck up. Get them first. If you get the number one, I don't give a fuck if it's Snake. Get them motherfuckers. I promise you're gonna blow the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Now I'm trying to help you, motherfuckers, man.
You not helping me.
I'm helping you, motherfucking Mark. Nah, don't listen to me. Watch what's gonna happen to you, man. Your mic gonna fuck up again. Nah, get shit. I don't even know this motherfucking name. Get Dan Arnold.
I know
he
you know.
He is the dude, man. He is the man. This motherfucker is.
His mama don't even know his name. Shit.
That's his name, man. Dan Arnold. Get it, man. I promise you will not. Now, especially if you play in my league, yes. Get him, man. Now, I wouldn't steer you wrong, dog. I wouldn't steer you wrong. Just get that. I mean, now I'm trying to help you, motherfuckers. See, that's the problem. Man. You can't help motherfuckers, dog. Y'all don't listen.
No, you can't.
I'm serious, dog. You hard-headed.
We laughing.
Oh, you just gave me COVID. You just gave me COVID.
Man, fuck y'all, man. Ain't no helping y'all, man. Well, how I fade this shit out? I'm gone. Dog, I'm trying to be there for y'all. Y'all my brothers, man. I got you, cuz. I will pay y'all half y'all shit.
I wasn't expecting that bullshit. I was
trying to help. See, y'all too skeptical. Y'all motherfucking skeptical. Dog, see, JJ, he quiet. He know. He like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get them motherfuckers, man. Dog, get them. I promise y'all be like, man, what's my team? The bomb? Like, what the fuck? Like, we blowing up. We killing everybody.
Yeah, y'all blowing up. You gonna be blowing that team up. Shit.
Motherfucking Eddie was like, oh my God. That's the fantasy guru.
Halfway through the season.
Do it. Dog, Amari, have I ever lied to you? I've never lied to you, Amari. Come on, dog.
You said you like dark skins.
I do. Yeah. Ain't nothing like a good thick dark skin bitch. Let me tell you something. Nah, I got you, cuz. I got you. I will pay your fantasy dues. Period.
Yeah, we pay attention to Eddie Dean, bro.
That's fucked up. What JJ? Me and you go down. Me and you, JJ. Really?
Man, Eddie, you doing us wrong. We gonna be working that waiver wire like crazy, man.
Right here, you worked out too hard today, bro. You worked out too hard.
I'm trying. I'm telling you, can't help motherfuckers, dog. All the research I put into this for y'all for Dan Arnold. Shit, come on, man. I work my ass off for this list. Fuck y'all, dog. Fuck y'all.
All right, bro. Can we, all right.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I don't know what else to say, man. I tried. That's all I can say is I tried. Y'all don't respect me on this. Maybe y'all need to get another motherfucker. Y'all, is this the kind of respect I get? No.
Right now, yes.
That's fucked up, man. D, say something, D. You supposed to be my boy.
Let me say something. Let me say something.
Say something, man.
I can feel you on is picking up Mitchell Trubisky. That may actually be a real thing, though. The Mitchell Trubisky thing may
it's real.
But that other shit after that, I don't know what the fuck.
All that shit real. No, all that shit real. What you talking? Get them all.
My third string.
Get them all.
He's my third string quarterback. Just
no, man. That's your starter.
Trubisky is going. That nigga's going undrafted, bro. What the
fuck? Dog, what is wrong with you, motherfucker? Dog, y'all tripping. This is a
fucking
list.
I would take a good kicker before that motherfucker.
Man, get a good kicker too. Matter of fact, I would draft 5 kickers first. Dog, you got to be in our league this year, man. I like the way you think.
Yeah. I like the way he thinks too.
What the fuck? I love it. Yeah, I'm with you, cuz.
I'm there. Hey, y'all take Dan Snyder and all the motherfuckers
I wish I could draft a coach. Dog, get all these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, I hope it's $100. I hope it's $100 buy-in.
It is. It's more than that. It's more than that.
You pick these motherfuckers up. I'm whipping that ass this year.
No. Man, look here, man. Dan Arnold, if you watching this, man, you should kick these motherfuckers. They ain't got no respect for you, bro. I got you. Number one. I hope I get the first pick. I'm gonna show you, mother. I'm like, man. I mean, I might forget his name by then. Y'all tripping, man. You know, I can't believe y'all. I can't believe y'all like that.
Matter of fact, join my league too, because I'm gonna automatically.
I will. What's up?
I'm gonna automatically make that your first selection.
Auto. What the fuck is this? Goddamn! What the fuck? Oh man, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm trying to help y'all.
I got a good memory too. I got a good memory. So.
Hey, you ain't remember that? Hey, you ain't remember that motherfucking name either. You can
don't fuck around and get don't fuck around and get the one. Don't fuck around and get that pick when you get like that 9 and 10. You gonna get fucking Darnold, whatever. Yep, him and Trubisky. Goddamn it.
Hey, I done turned water into wine a few times. Hey, give me them motherfuckers. Like JJ said, that waiver be smoking.
Shit, that's sewer water. Goddamn it.
That waiver wire be smoking. But that's mine. What y'all got? I'm done. I'm finished.
Yeah. Oh Lord. That is secret. Lord have mercy, Jesus. He's smart though. You know my black ass gonna pick it up. Go ahead, JJ.
Yeah, I can't help you.
And I see where Eddie going.
But don't worry about Eddie. Who you getting, JJ? Hold on. Where my pen at? Yeah, here we go. Who you get? Who should we get, JJ?
Who should we get?
What's your number one, JJ?
My number one is Josh Allen. Ain't no question about that. No question.
I agree. What's your number two? What's your number two? Oh, don't stop, motherfucker. Don't stop till the miracle happens. What? Come on, man.
Shit.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Hey, my backup, that's gonna be Tony Romo.
I like that. We add new commentators now. I like that.
Hey, y'all call me when we ready. When y'all ready?
I'm ready. I got
a headache.
JJ bullshit. He should be spitting it out.
Come on.
I got a headache. I'm gonna take a drink. Y'all text me when we all ready to.
I'll be ready. Y'all tripping. Y'all just don't like my pick. I'm sorry. I can't make y'all like him.
Josh Allen is my number one. If you can get that fool at quarterback, hey, that's where you should go. Other than that, man, I ain't trying to put all my stuff out there because I know Eddie listening. I can see him.
The thing about it is, okay, all joking aside, this is the safest way to do this, which really ain't helping nobody. But if Josh Allen's the logical choice, who the fuck wouldn't pick him? So that's come on now. All joking aside, I mean.
Yeah. But for the running back, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I mean, I'm gonna give y'all a little. I mean, if y'all haven't thought about it yet, but I think Najee Harris should be going up a little bit more than where he's going because he's going to be used more, obviously, because Mitchell Trubisky is going to be the quarterback. So they're going to be a little run heavy from the get-go.
Yeah.
So I think Najee Harris
and he can catch too. And he can catch. Najee Harris can catch. So he got the hands.
Yeah. Christian McCaffrey, man, I've drafted that fool.
Tired of that.
Never again.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if I would put him up there like that.
McCaffrey fans, I'm just telling y'all, avoid him.
I just can't do it. Yeah. He like who the motherfuckers always get hurt? Goddamn, what was the tight end for Carolina? Fucking always got hurt for me.
Oh, you talking about Greg Olsen?
Greg fucking Olsen. He's like Greg Olsen, man. You want him, but you just he gonna get hurt.
Yeah, he ain't working it.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley cost me big time too.
Me too. I got him. Yeah.
I would avoid 1 year. Too, fans. Yeah. Oh, he got me too 1 year too. Little shit. He got hurt. And I was
said you little shit.
little shit.
like this a nephew or some shit. Like,
no shit. Y'all crazy.
Hey, go sit your ass down, you little shit.
Go ahead, you little shit. Before I beat your ass. Get on out of here.
Talk to Mikey myself, fool.
Yeah, no shit.
Receiver, big dog.
Wide receivers, man. I already know it's you got to either go with Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. That's your big play guys right there.
Well, JJ took care of me this past year, man. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait to get that motherfucker if I can. Justin Jefferson.
If I'm in your league,
hey, it's all good, baby. It's all about which order you pick. I done gave you mine. I'm telling you.
I'll sneak in your house and make a trade while you sleep.
I see JJ's more credible to you because I said my receiver. You didn't give a fuck about him. That's fucked up, dog.
Hey, I know.
No respect. Like Rodney Dangerfield, no respect to this shit, man.
And what you got for tight end, big dog?
Tight end, you got to go with Travis Kelce. You know they gonna use him more now. Their cheetah is gone.
Yeah, with Tyreek Hill gone.
Yeah.
So if he already made like fucking gazillion points, so he's just gonna put even more points. So that's the most logical thing. I mean, other than that, you got Mark Andrews, who they're putting at number 2.
That's who I would probably go with.
Solid motherfucker too. Yeah.
That motherfucker, he didn't care who quarterback. That motherfucker.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck who he like getting his numbers. Are you right about that?
Yeah, he gonna get his.
Yeah.
So, Roger, won't you go ahead, please.
I did that. Like I said, I did the 1 through 10 because that's what we said. I did the 1 through 10. My number 1, I went with Jonathan Taylor. That's my number 1.
Yeah.
And that's because we know what he can do. We know what he did with the quarterbacks that he had.
Yeah.
Now you get a solid ass veteran, you know what I'm saying, that comes in there, Matt Ryan, who has never had a defense like this. I feel like has never had this solid of an offensive line. He knows how to game manage. He knows how to get the ball out quick. Now he has a running back that he can depend on, a running back who can also catch out the backfield and up the field. So I just think that, Jonathan Taylor's going to have just as good as a season this season as he did last
numbers
season.
wise, Amora, you remember what was his best game this past year? Whatever it was, he killed me.
It was I forget, but it was
numbers.
Like, bro,
it's like 3-4
it was
touchdowns.
It was like 3 rushing and like 2 catches.
Whatever week that was, somebody played me with him. They killed my ass.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, I didn't have his ass, unfortunately. I had Christian McCaffrey, old broke ass.
Me too. I had him in like 2 leagues. Killed me. Fucking.
I've been knew that was a wrap. Number 2, I went with Derrick Henry, and I went with Derrick Henry because they lose 2 of their best receivers, which not to say that they're like the best in the game anyways, but they lose. They lose AJ Brown.
Solid, yeah.
And they lose, and they lose Julio Jones. And so, like, who do you call when you lean on somebody? You're gonna lean on Derrick Henry, and now he's gonna get the ball more. And obviously you can game plan for that man, but people game plan for him now. So that's just more touches. In fantasy football, PPR, what do you want? The guy that's going to get the touches. So number 2, I'm going with Derrick Henry. Number 3, I'm going to go with Cooper Kupp. Had the best, season for a wide receiver ever, in the history of wide receivers. I mean, he is now solidified that number 1 role. They've had a whole season now together to get that chemistry, a whole off season now. They don't have Odell right now. Woods is gone, which at first Woods was one of them secondary primary targets. Now, they do have Robinson now, which is another good receiver.
Another good receiver.
Yeah, but another solid piece.
But until they find a stud at running back, which they still can't seem to find that solid run game, right? He's going to get all the touches. So I expect him to be getting pretty much damn near all the targets and have another good season. Number 4, I'm going with Eckler. I actually would have had Eckler maybe at 2 or 3. Only reason why I'm not putting them there is because they have so many weapons. And, for the first time, they're staying with the same offense. They've been having a different offense for the past 2-3 seasons. Now they have the same offense. Now I feel like the whole team is going to be well adjusted to the offense. That ball's going to get spread out a little bit more now, So I think he's still going to have a great fucking season. The man can do it all. He can catch, he can run. He's slippery. I love his game, but so I have him at 4. Number 5, Dalvin Cook. Another one. I would have had him up a little closer. Only reason why I have him at 5 is because the same thing. There's so many weapons on the Minnesota Vikings. We have so many weapons. Yeah. Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen is a red zone fucking magnet. Yeah. We got Irv Smith Jr. coming back fresh. We got KJ Osborne, who is fucking turning into damn near a number 2 instead of a number 3. You know what I'm saying? We still have Alexander Madison, who's a dog. So there's so many ways to spread that shit around.
There's only one ball.
There's only one ball. You know what I'm saying? Now I am hoping that they use him better than Zimmer did. As far as when I say like that, not just running and fucking trying to ground pound the ball. Let this man catch the ball in the backfield. And if he does that, this can be his biggest scrimmage fucking yardage season he's ever had. Like, he can be up for a great fucking season. And I do think they're going to use him differently than what Zimmer did, more like a Kamara and stuff like that, and if he does, this might be his best year scrimmage yards wise. Number 6, Justin Jefferson. We've seen what he's done his 2 years already. You know what I'm saying? He's only getting better. The Kevin O'Connell already said the offense is going to start and finish with you. That basically the offense is going to run through him. He wants to be the best receiver. He said it. He voiced it. He's hungry,
and he can be. That's the
and he can be, and he can be.
Yeah, and he can be. That's the truth.
And so,
not just hype. He can do it.
And because he's going to get a lot of one-on-ones. You know, they can't double coverage him because we got Thielen and we got KJ Osborne and we got
exactly.
Cook.
They could spread the ball out anywhere.
So I got him at number 6.
They could be like the Rams of the fucking.
You know what I'm saying? If we put it together, we gonna be
the Rams of the North.
Number 7, I got what everybody still has this man ranked high, you know, and I don't understand why. Christian McCaffrey, is he a dog? Is he solid? Yes, you know what I'm saying. But and here's the thing, like, okay, obviously you got 2 bum ass quarterbacks fighting for a quarterback spot. It's fucking crazy. Never seen no shit like that. But you know, they don't. No shit like that he's not surrounded by playmakers, so obviously he's gonna get all the touches. Obviously, what is that? That's a fantasy football players, you know, fantasies and dreams. I want to get the guy that's gonna get all the touches. You know what I'm saying? Point per, you know, this and carry. And so for that reason, obviously, you know, if he's healthy, yeah. But until that man can prove to me that he can stay healthy, he's been out for 75% of the past 2 seasons. So until he can show me, so until he can show me otherwise, I'm not wasting no more first round picks on that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You made give me 5 seconds. You made the best point. A player like that is a great pick, but that's what killed us is picking him like number 1 and shit.
Yeah,
if we get a motherfucker like that in the 2nd or 3rd or 4th round, that would be great if he could stay healthy. That's like a steal. So
so that's
use him like a floater.
He's at 7.
Yes, like a second.
Another guy that everybody seems to have high on their ceiling right now is Najee Harris. JJ brought his name up. I do think he's going to have a good season. I think he's going to have a better season. But one of those things too as well. I understand that, you know, Steelers, one of their biggest things has always been defense and then smash mouth running the ball. But they have not been able to do that. They have not had their offensive line has been horrendous. It's been horrible. And so I don't care how much you want to run the ball and how many fucking times you touch the ball for fantasy football. You can touch the ball as many times as you want, but not every touch is a good touch.
You're right. Their identity has changed a lot. You're right. Yeah. It seemed around the time they had Connors, it's like they started shifting to receiving more. Like they didn't run the ball as much. I think it was only because of the fact that the line is bad, and that's why. You know? Might be. And so, but yeah, again, I mean, if they can do something and figure something out with that line, then yes, Najee Harris will have a good season. But you know, that's why I have him at number 8. Number 9. I know nobody has this or whatever, and you probably won't even see this shit coming. But number 9, I have Lamar Jackson as in my top 10. And here's the reason why. I know I said I'm calling him out. I talked about him as a quarterback, but right now we're talking fantasy football. This man is he's gonna go fucking nuts this year. I really think he's gonna go nuts. Because he has something to prove. It's a contract time for him right now. He's been out, you know what I'm saying, this season. Everybody's, you know, doubts him as a quarterback. Shit, you got your own fucking teammates kind of calling you out as a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So if there's any time for somebody to show their ass, this is the time. This is it. You know what I'm saying? So right now I have him in my top 10 to go crazy. And last but not least, at number 10, another thing I said I doubt anybody has in their top 10. I know they don't. So I kind of went off the ledge with these last 2 is CeeDee Lamb. And here's why. CeeDee Lamb is now the go-to guy for them, which they had the best offense in the league last year. He is now the solidable number 1 target for Dak, right? And with the departure of Amari Cooper and, you know, Gallup being a little hobbled and stuff like that, he's going to be looking to go to him. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that it puts extra pressure on him to see all these other young guys that came out the same year as him having the success they're having. I know he's thinking about that. I know he's looking at that shit. You know what I'm saying? And now he's the go-to guy. I know he had drop passes. He didn't play the best consistent ball, but because now he is the number 1 guy, I look to see him have a big season with the ball coming to him a lot more. And that's why I have him at number 10. And that's my top 10.
Well, shoot. Well, I guess it's my go. So, I loved everybody's pick so far, man. Mainly that Mitchell Trubisky one, man. I thought that was pretty funny.
I still got a headache off of that shit.
but if I'm gonna have to go down to quarterback, man, I know we've had some departures out in Kansas City, but don't sleep on Patrick Mahomes. I don't think losing Tyreek was a huge deal, but he's also been blessed with other talented receivers. So I don't think nothing really changes with this. Now you just have a bunch of number one receivers, you know what I mean, on one squad versus having just one big explosive receiver. Everybody is good at something different, and now he can get many combinations in routes, right?
So you do believe he's a next man up kind of guy?
Yeah, he's the next man up kind of guy. That's just how I feel coming in, because if you look at it, Tyreek Hill was explosive, right? Explosive. He wasn't the world's greatest route runner, but he was very, very explosive when he got the ball. Everybody that they picked up is good at something. Everybody got a little speed. Some people can route run. You know what I mean? Some people good at going deep. So I think he picked up so many other pieces that Tyreek had and other different people. Now you just have, multiple receivers that you got to defend, and instead of just focusing on one person. Yeah. And his bread and butter will always be Kelsey, right? Now, if Kelsey was gone, I would panic, right? Because that's his check down person.
Yeah.
If Kelsey was out the door, then I would panic. And there's no disrespect to Tyreek Hill when I say this. It's none at all. But whenever shit crumbled down, his check downs to get to move the chain was always Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I think they're actually going to be more dangerous personally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that they're more dangerous.
Y'all have said that before, so we had this conversation.
Because the fact that you have now you still have Hartman is a fucking speedster
who really didn't get the chance to really show his
you still got yet, Pringles, who has been coming into his own. You know what I'm saying?
Towards the back end of the season, yeah.
Then you have Juju, who's he's your big target receiver that has the tight end body but can move or whatever, like a Kelsey.
He can run a route.
Yes,
he
for
could
sure.
run a route. He's a route runner.
Valdez Scantling Jr., who just came off of playing 3-4 seasons with a Hall of Famer MVP who knows how to come out and prepare and how to prep and be ready for these big time games and big time moments. And then you add Kelsey on top of that. You know what I'm saying? You bring back Jerick McKinnon. You know what I'm saying? Like the offensive line, they bring the offensive. Yeah, man. I just
don't think he's taking a step back, bro. I don't think
the team will be as effective, but I do think that his numbers will be good because
his
of
numbers,
what y'all are saying.
Exactly.
I want to stick to, because I don't think Kansas City is going to be winning like that, but I do. I believe they're going to be competitive. Points. Yeah, but I do believe fantasy-wise that Mahomes is going to have 4 points.
Yeah. Fantasy-wise, I'm telling fans right now, don't sleep on him. I know Jared Allen looks nice, because Stephon Diggs, to me, is arguably probably the best receiver in the league. Yeah. I get all that. You know what I'm saying? I said arguably. I ain't saying he is, but arguably.
That's fair.
I just did a quick no. I just said quick. I didn't fight it. I just said a quick no.
Yeah. But with that being said, bro.
What's up, JJ?
Yeah.
Just a FYI, Pringle is actually a Chicago Bear.
Oh, they did get him. Oh, yeah, when they lost their general manager from the KC, he went over there. Okay, yeah. Well,
then we go. Yeah, go ahead.
No.
They still got Hartman though.
Yeah, they're still solid. They're still solid.
They're still solid. So I'm not.
They wouldn't do shit anyway. Don't worry about it. That's my opinion. They wouldn't really gonna do shit.
So then my next list, I go to running back, man, and I'm gonna have to go with Indianapolis running back. What's his name again? Taylor. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor.
I'll never forget that name. Shit.
Yeah, man.
That
look,
motherfucker made believe
I had to forget. No. See, I have to because of that ass he put on me, bro. I'm sorry. I try to forget things like that, bro. It was very horrible, but I feel like he's on to something good, and he's in a good spot. He's in a good position. Yeah, it was very horrible, bro. It was very, very horrible. and then when it comes down to receivers, I just mentioned his name, bro, earlier in the segment, man. But I know everybody wants to, give love to Aaron Rodgers a lot, man. But to me, man, Devontae is the receiver that you need to go pick up, man. I feel like there's a general connection between him and Carr that we haven't seen yet. And I like how Josh McDaniels creates offensive schemes, man. He is still talented at what he does. If he has a talented start, he knows how to get him to rock.
Yeah, we shouldn't sleep on him. Yeah, we shouldn't sleep on him.
I don't sleep on him.
Don't night. Yeah.
I'm just scared. I'm just a little nervous of I get they played in college and yada yada, the story and everything. We know that they have chemistry. They love each other like brothers. But those kind of situations that happens like this, it's always that jitter sequence where it's like that. It's a lot of pressure.
Kevin Durant, Kyrie type.
You make a good point.
It's a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? To almost like that Odell and Baker situation where he felt like he had to get this ball.
Like the expectations are too high. Like people. Yeah. That's a good point.
And so that's I have no doubt that Devontae Adams is going to be Devontae Adams. It just that is a thing for me. I really do believe that's a thing.
It can be very right. Can be. You know what I'm
saying?
Very well.
Then you feel like, okay, if he's force feeding the ball to him, well, then how disgruntled does that make the other receivers that's been here doing this for him? And you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that shit could be a little touchy in that situation. So I believe they have chemistry and all that. I just want to see how it plays out first.
Yeah, I'm gonna back my boy up on this one though. And I think this is where the two receivers differ from, right? I don't find Devontae Adams to be a diva, right? I find OBJ to be a diva. You know what I mean? And what I mean by this is if OBJ don't get the ball, he gonna let you know about it. Devontae Adams don't need the ball. As long as they win, he's fine.
But Devontae Adams has never not gotten the ball either, though, so we don't know.
Oh yeah, but again, I just don't see him being like that. Like, because even with his departure with Aaron Rodgers, man, he had the chance to be the biggest diva in the world, right? And mainly after the whole "I took psychedelics" comment, right? He didn't even take a pot shot. You know what I mean? So I feel like
but what I'm saying is,
all right.
But I'm just saying, no, he's never not gotten the ball. So
we
don't know.
No,
we just don't know.
Yeah, we just don't know.
One thing
the playoff game, he didn't get the rock.
one thing that is said that I do agree, but it can always work both ways because you never know what's going to happen. What I like what Amore said about the whole thing about expectations, but at the same time, and maybe I'm wrong for this, but to me personally, it's almost like receiver wise to me, I guess Las Vegas. The Raiders, to me, they never really had that identity like that, and to me, they kind of need that breakout, receiver like that.
Oh yeah,
every year we sit here and we draft, and I look at Hunter Renfrow, and I'll be like,
No, he's a great, he's a great third option. He's a
and exactly, and I'm like, maybe this is because I'm still agreeing with what he said earlier. That's a possibility, but it's also a possibility this might be the best thing for him because maybe they need that premier receiver like that, and he might blow the fuck up. And what I'm saying is this: that it won't change what the chemistry could be. It may throw out the chemistry, but that might not change the fact that Devontae might have a cold ass year. You know what I'm saying? So because he might be just what the fuck Vegas been looking, or the Raiders been looking for.
You've been looking for, And I'll throw Josh McDaniels in there too because I think Josh McDaniels is a different breed of coach. I think he really be afraid to.
I always be impressed with him. That's what I'm saying. I never felt he was a terrible coach. Like I said, I never felt he was a terrible coach when he was with Denver and shit
Pittsburgh.
like that. Yeah. Exactly. So I want to see what he got to do. I think he might. I'm not surprised. But he might really.
He beat Pittsburgh with Tim Tebow. So
he beat our ass. I know that. He beat Houston's ass for sure. So
I do like him.
With Tebow.
I do like him as a coach, but I also feel like his ceiling has been based off of the guys he's had too. The biggest parts of his career has been with Tom Brady. And Tom Brady leaves and fucking wins a ring and almost does it 2 times in a row. So I almost feel like it's, his ceiling has been based off of who he has too. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens now.
But let's be no. Go ahead, finish. I don't want to interrupt you.
Yeah. No, and I'm just saying. I think Carr is a very good. I think Carr is a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So I think this will be
statistically,
Tom Brady. Let's not get beside, or let's not forget the fact that Tom Brady left and he went to a team like fucking Cleveland that was stacked and ready to win too. So and the team he was leaving, he was leaving in New England
was shitty.
Thank you. And let's not act like, well, I mean, why'd they get shit? Well, they done won like fucking 85 fucking Super Bowls. I mean. I'm not saying what you're saying ain't true. I'm saying we don't like what you said earlier about what's to be proven, like with the, it hasn't been proven yet that wasn't the problem or could be. So until we see what happens, then we'll know. Like when we see what happened in Oakland, we'll know. We're like, McDaniels ain't shit.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah,
but it's hard to say because we don't have
a lot of different variables. It's a lot of different variables.
A lot of variables,
New coach, new offense,
new coach, new
players.
It's a lot. And until we see how this, matter of fact, I give him at least 2 years. Unless we see how the next 2 years pan out, we really can't say.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, dude, it's real talk.
Yeah, but just don't night on that boy. That's all I'm saying.
I'd be more surprised if he didn't succeed than if they do. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would be utterly shocked. That's
if they just weren't shit in 2 years. We're like, damn. Just sucks. So
that would hurt. And then last man, this ain't even Hennessy. So check this out. And then my last one is very simple, man. It's Travis Kelce. I don't even think that's an argument, bro. Like if you can pick him up before quarterbacks and receivers are going, bro, like that's a go-to, right? That's easy. It's automatic. Him and Andrews, between the two, 1A, 1B. I'm not even going to argue that. Whichever one you decide to choose, it's not even a big argument. But that's, if you guys are going to be out there picking, these are the people that we feel like you should pick. And that includes Aaron, Donald, Aaron, whatever his name is.
If you're in my draft, I would say probably your best bet is taking Jimmy Graham.
Exactly. He's
Yeah,
ready.
Yeah, well,
It's the
I'm
resurgence
go.
of his career is coming, man.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
I was actually thinking Aaron Hernandez.
Exactly.
God damn.
No, we can have a seance.
I was going Shannon Sharp. I'm shit.
I
like
don't
his
think.
suits.
No, he's still in great shape. I mean, what
I'll
are we
take
talking
him.
about?
Yeah.
I'll take him.
Thank
I'll
you.
take him over Jimmy.
Yeah, what's that other
Hey,
crazy motherfucker? Winslow?
Yeah, Kellen Winslow.
Yeah, all of them. Let's get them all out there.
Hey, y'all. You know what it is? Every good conversation starts good with Hennessy, bro. That's what that is, man. Every good conversation goes good with Hennessy. Last but not least, man, before we wrap out, man, shout out to my boy T.O., man, for recording his version of Karen the other night, man.
Yeah. That shit had me so hot, bro.
Yeah. Said a black man can't like that.
I saw it, but I didn't watch it. I was like, what the fuck is it?
Yeah, I'll send you the link if you haven't seen it.
Oh, I can find it. But was it good? Like, was it a good, like a video? Was it crazy?
No, it wasn't crazy. It just,
he was cool.
It's just the fact that, like, you see, like, it was just, it's annoying as fuck, is what it is.
What was she bitching about?
Bro, she was over there, bro, basically saying that he almost hit her. He was in his neighborhood.
Like hit her, like
right?
fucked her?
No.
No.
Because
I mean, why would I'm making the point that why would T.O. do that?
He was driving a car, about to go to, I guess she was walking to the mailbox, and she basically claimed that he almost hit her. So he got out the car like, ma'am, like, what are you talking about? Like, I ain't almost hit you. Then, so a cop hat came or whatever.
Did she know it was T.O.? Like, did she know who he was?
I think so, because he lived in the area.
Yeah, he was in his last comment. Yeah, it was her last comment.
Well, no, not just the last one. Even before the last one, the bitch gonna she starts, bro. Like when T.O. starts putting her on blast and like coming at her with all the facts and shit, she was like, what? She was like, you ran a stop sign. T.O. was like, where the fuck is the stop sign? There was no stop sign.
Okay.
So then she was like making up shit now because he was starting to catch her in her lies and shit. And because they're in front of a cop trying to give a report.
So she went full Karen.
Bro, so then when she starts getting caught up in her shit, she gets to start crying and shit now, bro.
Full Karen.
Starts crying and shit.
Super Karen 5. Super Saiyan Karen 5.
So then the part that got everybody is when she said, she was like, I forgot how it started, but she's
like you're a black man approaching a white woman.
That's what those were her exact words. She's like, you're a black man approaching a white woman. So she was saying he came at me. That's what she was saying.
So she did everything but call rape. Shit.
Yeah, she did everything but bro.
Yeah, basically. And then the neighbor, there happened to be a neighbor that was outside in the garage that seen everything, and she started even calling her out. Officer, she lying. I was right here the whole time. And yeah, bro. It was just it
was deep. And then her last comment, which is how I knew she knew who T.O. was. She was like, "No, there we go. Now he has me live," which she knew he was recording. Mm-hmm. So she knew her answers were all wrong, and now everybody's gonna be judgmental of her. But she was out of pocket, bro. So again, this goes to show you, man. No matter where you are or how many millions you got on you, man. When you're black, fool. It don't change. Dollar signs don't change how people perceive you. You know what I'm saying? And this dude is a highly successful dude. You know what I mean? And yet he got treated.
Yeah, that just makes you more of a target in my book.
Yeah.
I'd rather keep a low profile. Then I just got to worry about getting my ass whipped by the cops. But if I sit here, I got to get my ass whipped by everybody.
Now you better go clean. Yeah, shit. You fuck me. All my nephews and nieces finna be egging the fuck out your house.
Yeah, boy. Hey, boy, Karen Lucky, bro. Karen Lucky, man.
We finna take it back. We finna take it back to the 90s and shit. We toilet paper on your trees, and egg in the cars, all that shit.
And bro, hey, that shit is hard to get off too, bro. Mainly when it's hot.
Hey, I'm gonna wait till I see that bitch come back to the driveway detailed and do it right again.
Yeah. And then the bitch say,
"Hey, that shit had me so irritated, bro."
Yeah, like, I played that shit 12 times, bro. I played that shit 12 times, bro. And the more I listened to it, bro, and I got to that line, you're a black man approaching a white woman. I can't believe she said that shit, bro. Like, he got the phone out recording. You got the balls to say that? Like, bro, you out of pocket.
She was like,
that's the level of comfort, motherfucker.
She said he came at me. He came at me. He's like, I didn't come at you. You're a black man approaching a white woman. That's exactly what she said.
It was very telling. Exactly. I almost like shit like that because like you being honest, like that's really how a motherfucker thinks. So,
exactly.
Go ahead and say that shit, bitch. Like, yeah, let it out, because that's really how the fuck you feel. Not how just you feel, but that's how it's perceived by others. Yeah, say that shit. I like that shit.
It ain't like he was a black man with tattoos all over his body, coming up bumping some goddamn NBA young boy and shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like, this is T.O.
Yeah.
You feel me?
This Terrell fucking Owens, man. The top 5 greatest receivers of all time. And you
know who he is. Bro ain't never been in a fight in his life. Bro ain't never been arrested for no kind of sexual assault.
He's known for crying over his white quarterback.
That's my quarterback. Yeah, man, that shit had me pissed off, man.
But I made a joke, but you
now,
let me say this.
If you see that motherfucker right there coming at you.
But look at you talking about this motherfucker. But you're making a good point. T.O. has never been in any trouble.
Never.
Oh, that's a very good point. I mean, really, ain't never been have no kind of problem. Except outside the locker room.
Exactly.
Never being an asshole.
Exactly.
But that's illegal. So.
Or for Cowboys stepping in like the middle of the star. I mean, that's other than that, that's really it.
That was a beautiful moment, man. Yeah.
That was a beautiful moment. I loved it, man. I don't care how Cowboys fans about it, man. He could do that. Hey, we could play that shit 1200 times. I would watch that and get a good laugh out of it.
That's my shit,
when I went to WrestleMania, I spit on a concrete a few times.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you, man. Jerry Jones can.
I said,
never mind.
Romo.
You'll never be allowed back.
Y'all, man. This has been another good segment, man. Like I said, next week, maybe we'll talk about some good stuff. Again, please don't be Karens out there like this other Karen was with T.O., man. Look, mental health is a serious issue. I don't know what issue she got, but she needs Jesus. Lord have mercy. But again, let's learn how to respect each other's opinions, man. You know, we all not going to agree on everything. You know what I'm saying? But we still need to learn how to respect everyone's opinions in life, man. Fellas, I love y'all. Catch y'all on the next episode.
We love you.
Again,
yes,
y'all know y'all can find us, man. Instagram, Snapchat. Oh, the shit, I done fucked my game up now. See what I'm saying? And it messed me up with all that. So you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and of course, my favorite friend, that's Twitter.
And y'all can follow me on Tinder right now at Hot Boy Needs Love too. Yeah,
follow him on Hot Boy.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. Like, come get this dick.
For all y'all watching, please check out fucking Mr. Jello man in the background, man. He stayed with us the whole entire time.
Watson.
Butterfinger Jello Bill. Oh man, R. Kelly motherfucker over here. Yeah.
We just call it how we see it.